Hey everyone! So I want to start off by saying that this is not the original video that I filmed for this mani. Yeah, I accidentally deleted that one in the middle of trying to save it. I deleted it. Don't ask me how. It's a long story. And I was very, very sad about it. But I decided to move on and do it a little bit differently because I wasn't about to redo the whole entire mani. Nobody's got time for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this accent nail off. And I'm going to do that one nail over again. And I opted to do it this way because on that one nail, I not only do the glitter ombre, which I do on all of them, but I also did some glitter placement. So I'm gonna pop this nail off, and I did leave this part in because I know that it's kind of something that people like to see how I remove my pop-offs, my peelies. This time around I used Hello Taco. I've been kind of bouncing around since I did my comparison videos using, different peel bases because they all work pretty well for me. And so last week I used, I think it was aisle 21, and this week I'm using Hello Taco. So I did my usual filing along the sidewalls and free edge to break the seal, and then I'm adding some cuticle oil to get up underneath that nail to make it a little easier to pop off. I did do an entire hand of pop-offs in my peel base comparison video part 2. I will link both of those videos, the first part and the second part, in the cards for you if you are interested in going to check those out. And now what I'm doing is using the flat end of my cuticle pusher to get up under the edge and pop this peely off. And it takes me a couple of seconds to get it because I don't think I did a great job of filing the free edge. But after a couple of tries, it pops right off and it lands in my lap. But there it is anyway, right there. I'm going to leave it right there so you guys can stare at it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my file, my hand file, and I'm going to smooth out the edges and prep my nail. And I'm going to let you watch that for a second, and I will be right back. I did want to quickly mention that I do have a layer of builder gel over my natural nail. I have a builder gel overlay covering my natural nail to protect it, and just want to make sure you know you should never file your natural nail like that with a coarse file, ever. I was just smoothing out where there were like ridges from the dip base from when I popped off. So yeah, that's all. I'm gonna use heart-shaped glasses for my glitter ombre, and then the light pink that I'm using is Magical Tea Party, I think, from Shimmer and Shine. And guys, I'm using a new clear. It is by Everly Nails. I'm amazed. Honestly, you guys know I love my Skyline Soapworks clear. But this clear, I like it just as much. I was not sure if I would because I'm such a snob when it comes to my clear dip powder, but Everly Nails clear is comparable, in my opinion, to my Skyline Soapworks. And I will be using it. I may go back and forth between Everly and Skyline and Everly, because I like them both. So go get yourself some of that, because it's phenomenal. Now, I, for some reason, decided to leave this part in. I'm not really sure why, but, you know, you guys can watch me apply my peel base. I'm going to do 2 layers of it. And one thing I'm going to tell you about this, I have a trick, a little tip that I want to share with all of you. If you want your peel base to dry in record time, use a hair dryer or a space heater or something that gives off warm air. I promise you, your peel base will be dry in seconds, literally less than a minute. So yeah, that's my little tip. So now I'm going to get into my dip application. It's going to be my usual dip application. I'm going to do 2 dips of Magical Tea Party by Shimmer and Shine. And I'm going to let you watch me do that. And while you watch me do that, I'm going to share a little bit about why doing this breast cancer awareness manicure was so important to me, and why when I lost the original video, I didn't just give up and move on to something else. I really felt like this was something I wanted to put out there, because my own mom is a breast cancer survivor, and I just feel like I wanted to do something to honor her this month, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So instead of giving up and moving on to another Halloween mani, which I am excited for, I wanted to redo this video in some fashion and talk about why breast cancer awareness is so important. And I can honestly say that I believe that early detection was key in my mother's survival and her ability to beat breast cancer. It was not an easy journey. My mom had 2 surgeries to remove lymph nodes. She had chemotherapy and radiation therapy. She lost her hair, which she was so brave about. We actually had a head shaving party where we all took turns using the buzzers to help shave her head. And she just kind of embraced it and did her best to have a positive attitude, and she never gave up hope, and she never showed us that she was in any way doubtful that she would survive. And because of her strength, we all felt confident that she was going to win. And she did. She's been cancer-free for almost 11 years now. And she's been doing all of the things necessary to stay healthy and not let that nasty, nasty disease come back. But I just want to stress to all of you that you should pay close attention and don't ignore any health concerns. Do your regular self-examinations and get your mammograms, whatever it is that you need to do to stay healthy. Because as I said, early detection is key. So I'm very grateful to still have my mom with us and going strong at 75 years old. She truly is an inspiration to me and my entire family. Okay, so now that I have shared my little story, we're going to get into the glitter ombre here. And I'm using heart-shaped glasses by Miss Raven to do this ombre with. It's the perfect pink. It matches the ribbon glitters that I got from aisle 21 in one of my orders, which I was very grateful to receive. So I'm going to start way back at my cuticle area and tap, gently lifting the brush up as I move towards the tip of my nail, fading the glitter out and creating that ombre look. Glitter ombres are probably the easiest ombre, I think. So if you're a beginner, this is a good place to start. So I'm going to go ahead and put these breast cancer awareness ribbon glitters into a cupcake liner to make them easier to pick up. And what you'll see, maybe you won't see because they're kind of tiny, it also has in this mix some tiny itty bitty little triangles, kind of like confetti, I guess. And I wanted to incorporate those as well. So the first thing that I need to do is pick up one of these beautiful ribbons, and I need to bend it and shape it because our nail surface is not flat, and if you try to lay a glitter like this on your nail, it's going to stick up and it's going to make it really hard to encapsulate it in clear. So I'm going to play with it and fiddle with it until it curves just the way I need it to sit flat on my nail, and it takes me a while to get it right. But eventually it's good to go, and then I place it where I want it, and I'm eventually going to do a glitter placement with all the little triangles. But before I can do that, I need to get this ribbon to stay put. It takes me a little time. So bear with me. Once I get this little ribbon to stay put, I will get to placing all the little tiny triangle glitters, and then I'll be back. So here comes probably one of the most important parts of doing a glitter ombre, and that is to encapsulate your glitter in clear dip powder. It protects the glitter from filing, and it really gives you a smooth surface to apply your top coat over. Now, do you see that pink silicone thing I have on my finger? I think it's called a finger protector or something along those lines. I got it at the Dollar Tree in their craft section, and they're 3 for $1. And I am telling you, this is one of the best things I have found to help me press down any kind of glitter, chunky glitter especially. But I also use it when I am encapsulating my glitter ombres with clear dip, because I hate the feeling of getting dip base on my fingertips. It's just annoying to me. I know you can file it off with your file and it'll be fine, but personally, I just can't stand the feeling, so I'd rather wear something on my finger to protect it. And these little silicone babies work like a dream. And they're really inexpensive. So if you ruin one, oh well, throw it away, use another one. So yeah, that's a tip for you as well. So to encapsulate this glitter, I decided to do a pour over with my clear, because I did not want to contaminate my entire brand new jar of Emery clear dip powder with pink glitter. So I'm going to use a very small amount. I'm going to pour it over each nail, and then I'm going to press it in with this silicone finger protector, and it's going to make a beautiful encapsulation. So I'm going to let you watch me finish that up, and I will be back. And how about that? I left in some filing too. Yes, some hand filing. I'm going to do a little bit of that, and then I'm going to move on to my e-file, and I left that in as well. I was feeling generous, or maybe just lazy. I know some people like to watch the filing. I am not a professional. I am a DIYer. My e-filing and my hand filing is not going to be perfect. But I thought I would just leave it in here so you guys can kind of get a sense of how I do it. And I have done it before in other videos, once or twice. But I know that every now and then you guys like to see it. So I'm going to leave it in, and I'll be back when I'm done and we can activate these babies and get a top coat going. Okay, so let's get this top coat on, and then you'll be able to really see how absolutely gorgeous this glitter is and how beautiful this little accent nail turned out. I'm actually super happy with it. I'm not a huge pink fan. Not that I don't like pink, it's not a color I usually reach for. But I am loving this mani. I considered popping it off to do a Halloween mani like the next day. But I was so extremely happy with the way it turned out that I decided to leave it on, and it is still on. I have kept it for maybe 7 days. It's been about 7 days now, which is a long time for me to keep a mani on. So it was definitely a surprise for me to be as in love with this as I am. Anyway, so while we wait for this accent nail to dry, I just wanted to show you how incredibly clear this clear dip powder is. You can see this gorgeous pink glitter so nicely. There are no spots, there's no cloudiness. It really is like a glass-like finish. I'm extremely impressed with the quality of this clear dip powder, and like I said, I am pretty picky about it. Skyline has been my go-to for a couple months now. Before that, I was using Double Dipped, which is also a phenomenal clear dip powder. But ooh, I want to show you a secret. Let me show you a secret. Watch this. Really cool. What do you think of my baby UV lamp? But look at that. It's a UV changer. It turns purple. You didn't really think I was going to do a pink mani without having some kind of purple in there, did you? Watch, I'm going to do it again. I love it. I am a huge fan of, powders that have little secrets. I love thermals. I love glows. I love UV changers. Those are my favorite kinds of dips. So I was really excited when I realized that I could use this pink in my breast cancer awareness mani and still have a little purple to make my heart happy. Now, while I'm applying my cuticle oil, I'm going to remind you all that Nail Addiption has some of my cuticle oil pens still available on their website. There are 2 scents available, both of which were in last month's mystery bags. And those scents are Pumpkin Spice and Autumn Morning. And Autumn Morning, in my opinion, smells just like an apple orchard. It smells delicious. And then the other way that you can try my cuticle oil pens is if you purchase this month's mystery bag. Those are available currently on the website. And they will ship out. I'm not sure when she's shipping them out. Maybe she already has started shipping, but I think that there are still some available. So check those out as well. I'm dedicating this video to my mom, who is the strongest woman I know, and all other survivors and all those who are still battling this awful, awful disease. I hope you will all do what's necessary to keep yourselves healthy, take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.